After NASA had released the 2002 blue marble image to the public, Apple decided to use this image on their iPhone. One of the dictionary definitions of an image is as a representation of a person or thing in sculpture, painting, etc. It is not a photograph. Neil deGrasse Tyson and other prominent scientists say they believe the Earth is actually an oblate spheroid, which means flattened at the poles. Of course, this means that the Earth is not a near-perfect sphere, or indeed looks round from a distance. So here we have what NASA calls an image, not a photograph, and looks perfectly round. It's fake. It's not a photo taken from a long distance away from the Earth. Yet it's been on the iPhone and on children's bedroom walls and schools, such that a whole generation has grown up believing that this is where we live. Perfect propaganda. Of course, no stars in the background. The black background makes us look vulnerable and alone in the expanse of space, and fueling the idea that we must save our planet. At least the Universal Pictures logo had stars around it, but no clouds. Now this is from NASA's own website. It says, "This spectacular blue marble image is the most detailed true colour image of the entire Earth to date. Using a collection of satellite-based observations, scientists and visualizers stitched together months of observations of the land surface, oceans, sea ice and clouds into a seamless true colour mosaic of every square kilometre of our planet. These images are freely available to educators, scientists, museums and the public." Bob Simmons states, "The last time anyone took a photograph from above low Earth orbit that showed an entire hemisphere, i.e. one side of the globe, was in 1972 during Apollo 17. NASA's Earth Observing System, EOS satellites, were designed to give a checkup on Earth's health. By 2002, we finally had enough data to make a snapshot of the entire Earth. And so we did. The hard part was creating a flat map of the Earth's surface with 4 months of satellite data. Rito Stockley, now at the Swiss Federal Office of Meteorology and Climatology, did much of this work. Then we wrapped the flat map around a ball. My part was integrating the surface, clouds and oceans to match people's expectations of how Earth looks from space. That ball became the famous blue marble." Now wait a minute, didn't he just say, "Then we wrapped the flat map around a ball"? The flat map around a ball. Now, didn't he also say, "My part was integrating the surface, clouds and oceans to match people's expectations of how Earth looks from space"? And that's it. Bias. Because you produce what people expect. And this goes back to Hollywood indoctrination like the Universal Pictures logo. And remember, Walt Disney was one of the founders of NASA. So what of this image? Well, I'm sorry, I've got to tell you this, but it's got numerous cloud copies for a start. All cut and paste. After all, it was created in Photoshop. And for our next trick, we'll have to make America a lot bigger next time. It's fake. It's an image, but we've all been taken in by it. So don't tell me, of course it's a globe. We have photos from space. We haven't. And that should really give you something to think about.